Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to crochet sweater, and I have free written pattern for the size that I'm making, which is size adult woman small. It's available on my blog, and if you want different sizes, which is size adult woman extra small to extra large, is available on my Etsy shop, and I will put all the link in the description below. You can check it out, and I hope you enjoy. For this project, I'm using Patton's Opaka blend from Yarn Operations. This is my third time using this yarn, and I love it. And this is 3.5 ounces, 155 yards per each skein, and I used almost 6.5 skeins. And this is the color, and the yarn size, bulky 5. You can use different brand, but it might turn out a little different. Even the same size, sometimes different brand is a little different. And crochet hook size 6 millimeters, and scissors, yarn needle, and markers. And this is optional. I use 5 buttons to put in my sweater. If you don't want to put any button in there, it's totally up to you. Or if you want more than 5 buttons or less than that, it's totally up to you. It depends how close you want your buttons to be in between. And for this project, we're not gonna create the buttonhole. We're gonna use the half double crochet stitches to be the buttonhole. So the size for the button is very important. I recommend no bigger than 1 inch. Okay? And before we start, I just want to talk about the pattern a little bit. So I write down part A, part B, part C. This is gonna be the whole body, the body part. And we will start part A. We're gonna chain. The chain that we made gonna be the length of the sweater divided by 2. Okay, and then we're gonna crochet back and forth, and I'm just gonna draw the line here. And when you reach the part B, we're gonna crochet back to halfway of the sweater top, and then we're gonna crochet back and forth. This is gonna be the neck area. Okay, and then we're gonna start part C. We're gonna crochet back till we reach the end of part B here, and then we're gonna chain, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how many chain you need to make, and we're gonna chain till we have the same length of the part A. Okay, and then we're gonna crochet back and forth. All right, and for this pattern, I will tell you exactly how many row, or what row gonna be part A, what row gonna be part B or part C. Okay, and it's not difficult. All right, and then after we have the body part, we're gonna make the sleeve. You're gonna make 2 exactly the same. We will start crochet from the length of the arm, work all the way up, and then after you have your sleeve, we're gonna sew the sleeve into the sweater top in the middle. All right, and then after that, we're gonna fold the sweater in half, and after that, we're gonna sew the side of the sweater till you reach under the armpit here, and then sew all the way down till you reach the arm, the length of your arm. Okay, and then we're gonna sew the pocket. This is my pocket. And then we're gonna sew the pocket. You can put wherever you like. Okay, and after that, we will create the collar, and we will start from the right front panel, work all the way around neck area till you reach the left front panel, and then you're gonna turn back, work all the way around till you reach the right front panel and work back and forth. And I will tell you exactly how many rows you need to do that. And then after that, I'm gonna put the buttons in there. That is optional. Like I tell you, you don't have to put any buttons if you don't need to. So for this tutorial gonna be part 1, and I will show you guys how to crochet all the pieces. And for part 2, I will show you guys how to sew all the pieces together, and then how to crochet the collar and how to add the buttons. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, first I'm gonna make slip knot, and then I'm gonna chain 115 chains. Make sure to make the chain loosely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will meet you guys when I have 115 chains. Now I have 115 chains. And now for row 1, which is the right side, we're gonna skip one chain stitch and then half double crochet into the next chain stitch. But I just like go into the little bump on the back of each chain stitch here. You can go into normal chain stitch as well if you like. Okay, so I skip one chain stitch and then half double crochet into the next chain stitch. But I can insert my hook into the little bump on the back. So yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. This is first half double crochet. And then we're just gonna make one half double crochet into each chain stitch across. Okay, so do that again, yarn over, insert the hook into next chain stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Now I have 2. Do that again, yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, so keep making that till you reach the end of row 1, and I will meet you guys back in. I'm in the end of row 1 and I have 114 half double crochet stitches. And then for row 2, we're gonna chain 1 and turn. Or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And the chain 1 never count as a stitch. Okay? So we're gonna make one half double crochet into each stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into the first stitch here. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Okay? And repeat that, yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So you just keep repeating that till you reach the end of row 2, and I will meet you guys there. I'm in the end of row 2, but I haven't made the last half double crochet yet. Just want to show you guys, sometimes it's difficult to see the last stitch. Right here. See, you see this V right here. So yarn over, insert the hook into the last stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Alright, and now, the end of row 2, I have the same 114 half double crochet stitches. So every row I want you to count your stitches, so make sure you not increase or decrease by accident. Okay, and now row 3 to row 15, we're gonna repeat row 2. Okay, which is chain 1 and turn, and one half double crochet into each stitch across. See, we do the same as row 2. Okay, so you're just gonna repeat that into each stitch. When you come to the end of row 3, you're gonna chain 1, turn, and start row 4. Do exactly the same, okay, back and forth. Alright, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 15. Now I have 15 rows. Okay, it's pretty long. Alright, so this is the end of row 15, and next for row 16 we're gonna crochet back halfway. We're gonna create the part B. Okay, crochet back halfway and then chain 1 and crochet back again. Okay, and I will show you how to do that. Alright, so row 16 you're gonna chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch, and then make 1/2 double crochet into the first stitch, and then make 1/2 double crochet into each of next 56 stitches. So include the first stitch, it'll be 57 half double crochet stitches. Okay, we're gonna crochet halfway. Okay, keep making that till you have 57 stitches, and I will meet you guys back in. Now I have 57 half double crochet stitches. Okay, and then like I said, we are gonna create the part B. So we right here, okay, and I gonna chain 1 and turn and make half double crochet back. All right, so I chain 1 and turn. This is row 17, and make 1/2 double crochet into each stitch across. Okay, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 17. I'm in the end of row 17, and I have the same 57 half double crochet stitches. Make sure to count your stitches so you not increase or decrease by accident. Okay, so now we're going to repeat row 17. See, we're making part B. Just go back and forth, which is gonna be the neck line, neck area. Okay, so for row 18 to row 21, we're gonna repeat row 17, and then I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 21. I'm in the end of row 21, and I want to show you what it looks like. So this is part B that we just create, which is the neck area. Okay, and for row 22 we're gonna create part C. Okay, so we're just gonna crochet back till we reach the 57th stitch, and then we're gonna chain, and then we're gonna turn back. We're gonna create part C as same as part A, gonna be the same length. Okay, just keep on watching. So row 22, I chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch, and then make half double crochet into each stitch across. Okay, and I will meet you guys when you come to the end. I'm in the end of row 22, and like I said, we're gonna create part C. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this way so easier to understand. Okay, all right, and I'm gonna chain 58 chain so we can have the same length of the part A. So I'm gonna make 58 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure to make your chain loosely, okay? And I will meet you guys back in when I have 58 chains. Now I have 58 chains here, okay? For row 23, we're gonna turn and we're gonna crochet back to the chain stitch, okay? See, right now we right here and we're gonna crochet back this way. All right, so I'm gonna crochet back into the second chain from hook, but I'm gonna insert my hook into the little palm on the back of each chain stitch. If you want to go to normal chain stitch, you can do that as well, okay? So skip one chain stitch and half double crochet into next chain stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. And do that again to next chain stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook into next chain stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Okay, you just keep doing that. Okay, so keep doing that, 1/2 double crochet into each chain stitch, and then when you reach the end of the chain, you just continue crochet into the half double crochet stitch. Okay, just continue making half double crochet into each stitch across, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 23. I'm in the end of row 23 and I have 114 half double crochet stitches. It's the same amount of row part A. Okay, so we want part C and part A have the same length. Okay, this is what it looks like. So for row 24 to row 37, we're gonna repeat row 2. Remember when we create part A, we just repeat row 2 over and over. And now for part C, we're gonna do the same, repeat row 2 over and over. Okay, so make sure every row you count your stitches so you not increase or decrease by accident. Okay, so now row 24, I chain 1 and turn, repeat row 2, 1/2 double crochet into each stitch across. Okay, keep making that, and when you come to this part, you're gonna do the same, keep going, make half double crochet into each stitch across, and then you're gonna chain 1 and turn, start row 25. Okay, keep making that till you come to the end of row 37 and I will meet you guys back in. I'm in the end of row 37. I just gonna cut the yarn, just leave a little bit of tail, just enough to weave in the end. And I'm gonna pull the yarn out like so. And you can weave the end now or later, doesn't matter, okay? I'm just gonna weave the end later. And see, we just create the body part. So next we're gonna create the sleeve. You're gonna make 2 exactly the same, and we will start at the length of your arm and then work all the way up. See, we start right here and work all the way up, and then we will increase but not every row to make it wider, and I will tell you exactly what row you need to increase. So when we increase, we're gonna make 2/2 double crochet into the first stitch and then make 2/2 double crochet into the last stitch. So the row that you increase, you will increase 2 stitches, 1 stitch on each side. Okay, so I made total of 40 rows for the sleeve. It is pretty long sleeve, so if you want shorter, you can stop at row 33. I just placed the marker into the row that I increased, just easier to show you guys on camera. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I have 8 increased row. Okay, like I said, I make 40 rows. So this is the end of row 40. I cut the yarn and leave a long tail, just enough to sew the sleeve into the sweater top. Okay, and it's gonna fold it in half just to show you guys. Okay, so let's get started. So I gonna make slip knot, and then I gonna chain 25. Make sure to make your chain loosely. Okay, alright, so I will meet you guys back in when you have 25 chains. Now I have 25 chains, and then we gonna skip 1 chain stitch and then half double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so I always like to go into the little bump on the back of each chain stitch. You can go to the normal chain stitch, it doesn't matter. So skip 1, half double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into next chain stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. This is first half double crochet. We're gonna do that into each chain stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook into next chain stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So this is row 1. It's gonna be the right side. I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 1. I'm in the end of row 1 and I have 24 half double crochet stitches. For row 2, you're gonna chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch. Okay, we're gonna make 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. So yarn over, insert the hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Do that again, yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Keep making that till you come to the end of row 2 and I will meet you guys back in. I'm in the end of row 2 and I have the same 24 half double crochet stitches. So now row 3 to row 8, we're gonna repeat row 2. Okay, chain 1 and turn, and repeat row 2. 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. Okay, so keep making that. When you come to the end, you're gonna chain 1 and turn, start new row. But make sure to count your stitches, that you have the same amounts, so you don't increase or decrease by accident. Okay, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 8. I'm in the end of row 8, and for row 9, we're gonna increase. So I chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch. Okay, so when we increase, we're gonna make 2 half double crochet into the first stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. This is the first half double crochet. We're gonna make 1 more half double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, and then we're gonna make 1 half double crochet into each stitch till you have 1 stitch left. Okay, and we will increase into the last stitch. Okay, keep crochet half double crochet into each stitch, and I will meet you guys back in when you have 1 stitch left. Now I have one stitch left, and we will increase by making 2 half double crochet into the last stitch. Okay, and make one more half double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, now I'm in the end of row 9 and I have 26 half double crochet stitches. Like I said, the row that you increase, you will increase 2 stitches, 1 stitch on each side. So the row that you increase, you're gonna increase exactly the same. Okay? And now row 10 to row 12, we're gonna repeat row 2, which is chain 1 and turn and make 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. Okay, keep crochet till you come to the end of row 10 and I will meet you guys back in. I'm in the end of row 10, but I haven't made the last half double crochet yet. It's kind of difficult to see the last stitch. Okay, so make sure you crochet into the last stitch. So this is the last stitch. I'm just gonna crochet the last stitch in there. Alright, so I'm in the end of row 10 and I have 26 half double crochet stitches. Like I said, row 10 to row 12, we're gonna do normal, which is half double crochet into each stitch across. And for row 13, we're gonna increase. You're gonna repeat, do the same as row 9. When the row that you increase, you're gonna do exactly the same. Make 2 half double crochet into the first stitch and then 2 half double crochet into the last stitch. Okay, and I also gonna put written pattern on the skin as well. I just gonna put the row that you need to increase. Okay, and then the row that I don't put in there, that means you're just gonna do normal. Alright, and then if you want written pattern, just go to my blog. I have written pattern in there for free written pattern for the size small. Alright, so you're gonna keep repeating that till you come to the end of row 40. That is my pattern, but if you want shorter sleeve, you can stop at row 33. Alright, so good luck, and I will meet you guys back in when I come to the end of row 40. I'm in the end of row 40, and then I gonna cut the yarn. I leave a long tail about 40 inches, just enough to sew the sleeve right here into the sweater top. It's good to have extra tails as well. Alright, and okay, now we have the sleeve. So 2 sleeves make exactly the same, okay? And then next we're gonna make the pocket. So for the pocket, we're gonna make 2 exactly the same. So I'm gonna start with a slip knot and then I'm gonna chain 17. So if you want a wider pocket, you just add more chain. And now I have 17 chains, and I'm gonna skip 1 chain stitch and then half double crochet into the next stitch. And I always like to go into the little bump on the back of each chain stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through, and make 1 half double crochet into each chain stitch across. And this is row 1, which is the right side. Okay, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 1. I'm in the end of row 1 and I have 16 half double crochet stitches. For row 2, you're gonna chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch. And we're gonna make 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. It's kind of like same pattern. Okay, keep making that, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 2. I'm in the end of row 2 and I have the same 16 half double crochet stitches. And then for row 3, you chain 1 and turn and make 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. So for row 3 to row 10, we're gonna repeat row 2. But if you want your pocket to be longer, deeper, you just add more rows, okay? And yeah, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 10. I'm in the end of row 10 and I gonna cut the yarn. I gonna leave a long tail to sew the pocket into the sweater, okay? I leave the tail about 35 or 40 inches. I just like to have extra tail. Better than you don't have enough tail. Okay, and now we're done. And you need to make 2 pockets exactly the same, okay? And for part 2, we're gonna sew all the pieces together and then we're gonna create the color. Alright, and I will see you in the part 2.